Melody Salesforce Flowsome.
Hello Flowsome people, welcome to the Salesforce Flowsome channel. In this video, we will quickly go through what the Create Records element is. So let's drag a Create Records element onto your canvas. The first thing is to specify the label and the API name. Make sure you enter the description as well, so you can better document your flow. Then the next setting is how many records to create. We have two options here. First is to create only one record, and the second one is to create several records at once. So let's start with creating only one record. For creating only one record, we have two possible methods. The first one is to use all values from a record. So if you navigate to the lookup here, all the record single variables will be available here, and the system will create a record based on the values in this variable. If you don't know what a variable is, check out our variable explanation video. So let's look at the note below. It's asking us to make sure that the ID field in this record variable is empty. But personally, I have never encountered any issues even if I didn't clean up the ID. I do believe this disclaimer is here for a reason, so let's just follow the recommendation. Then you have the second option, which is use separate resources. So here you can just enter the object that you want to create and then put in the field value. So here you can either hardcode the value or use some constant or variable that's created from your flow. Below there is a checkbox saying manually assign variables. If you click on this, you can decide to store the account ID from the created record into another variable. You will only want to choose this if you want to store that ID in an existing variable. Otherwise, you can just let the system create that variable for you. So let's look at the second option, create several records at once. For this option, you can only create multiple records using a collection. So again, if you click on the lookup, all the record collection variables will be available here. And let's look at the disclaimer again. It's asking us to make sure the ID field in each record in the collection should be empty. If you create a record using either a collection variable or a single variable, the ID of these variables will be replaced into the newly created records. So later in the flow, you can continue using this variable to reference the newly created records. Then if you choose to only create one record using the literal values, the system will create a new variable for you, so you can use the ID from the newly created record in the flow. Finally, since create records is used for creating data, it will cost one DML statement. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and turn on notification. Salesforce Flowsome, thank you for watching.